have you with us for episode number 6 of Inside the Stars. Oles from Poland gets to join us. Thank you so much. Misha, let's talk about you being from Poland, that transition here from the US. You mentioned off camera that you moved here about 3 years ago. What was that like for you?
It's definitely way different. Just in general, the food, the training, volleyball is definitely different. In Europe and in Poland specifically, I had to make a lot of adjustments, but I think overall it's not as hard as some people try to draw it back home.
What's up with the food? I'm assuming it's better in Poland for you?
Yes, way better. It's a transition for sure, but I think you find the stuff that you enjoy. Definitely, because you have a lot of diversity when it comes to food here. You just gotta find the stuff that you like, you know?
Has that been like the biggest difference for you in terms of getting adapted, the hardest part?
Yes, but also just people in general is very different because I feel like there's a difference in me now, because when I come back home, it's like, okay, you're like a little American, and then when I come back here, I'm still, the Polish person. So it's definitely like people back home don't smile a lot, or like just in general, it's like the mood is pretty, stale.
Right.
Yeah, and then here it's like very high energy all the time. So it's definitely an adjustment, and now I feel like I'm kind of in the middle, but I feel like it's good to get best of both worlds.
That's what I was just gonna say, best of both worlds for you.
Yep.
Let's talk about Javapie. That was your community college when you first got to the US. You spent 2 years there, and then you transferred in to Stevens.
Yes.
What was it like at the JUCO level?
I think it was pretty good. I really enjoyed being in Arizona. I made a lot of good connections there, but I'm glad to be where I am now.
What, if anything, has been kind of the hardest part in your transition from JUCO to NAI? Or at least specifically from Javapie to Stevens College? And if nothing has been difficult,
I was expecting it to be harder, but it's been really good.
What's been the most fun part then?
Definitely getting to know the team. I think we bonded really fast and really well. I was expecting it to be harder. I was expecting myself to kind of push myself out of the comfort zone, kind of, okay, I gotta socialize now, but it's been really great. Made a lot of friends on the team, and yeah, it's been really good.
What has been your role primarily in the first month or two with the Stars?
My role, I gotta think about that.
What have you been called to do more, especially when playing your position, whether it's non-con or in conference?
I think definitely volleyball-wise, it's definitely important for me to set the block correctly, because I'm up against probably the best hitters on the other side, because I'm up against outsides, so definitely setting the defense up for our team to be easier. I was pretty harsh on myself at first, trying to not overthink was a big step, but I think we're getting better, and I definitely feel the team's trust from the start, but now it's even better. And I think once I let go of it's hard to let go of perfectionism, but it's small steps. And I think once I improved in that, it's definitely been easier to just score for the team and be a good teammate.
You talked about overthinking. Does coming in with expectations, like I'm sure you did, play a role in that at all?
Yes, definitely. I was expecting myself to be perfect from the get-go, but I was also comparing myself to people around me, and some of them played together for a long time. So I was too harsh on myself for being not perfect at first,
Right.
But I think it's getting better. The connection is there now, and yes.
It's always difficult when you're one of the new ones, especially when you compare yourself to people that have been playing together for 3, 4, 2 seasons, you name it.
Yes, but it's definitely nice that we have some newcomers and we have some returners.
Yeah.
Yes, I forgot that word. Returners. Yeah, it's definitely a nice blend.
And you have a lot of internationals on your team as
Oh,
well,
yeah.
which I'm sure that makes you feel a little bit more welcome.
Yes, I can't imagine being the only international on the team. It's really nice. I think we have like 8 internationals.
That's perfect.
Yeah, and it's a nice blend too, because we're not all like from the same places. Like some people are kind of close to me, and then some people are from, you know, like Brazil and Dominican Republic. So it's like pretty far, but it's really fun.
Is there anyone on the team that you're closest with?
I have a couple of people. It's a lot of internationals too. Yeah.
I'm sure they miss their food back home too, which you guys can bond on.
Yes. But also Americans have been really nice too.
Let's talk a little bit about the level of competition. Have you noticed any difference in that regards from JUCO to NAI?
Yes, I think it's definitely more competitive. I would say teams, even when there's a difference between us, they still like really push us. And yeah, I think the level of competition is higher than I expected. Also, when we were watching the teams from different conferences, I was like, wow, like we're doing this.
Right.
They're actually like, I want to play them, you know? It's been really good.
Well, a good level of competition that you guys got and surpassed came against Columbia College. 3-2
Yes.
victory, first time ever that the Stars have defeated the Cougars in volleyball.
Yes.
And it was your first time playing against
Yes.
CC. Walk me through that experience and just that winning feeling at the end of it.
Coach Becky also kind of hid that part from us, but that they were like the undefeated, they never beaten us. But like we knew that, we had this conversation before. But honestly, since I didn't have the previous experience playing them, I didn't feel like, oh my god, they're gonna beat us. I just really made me motivated when I heard about the history. I was like, okay, like I want to do this, you know, I want to do this for this team, and I want to do this together.
Which in some ways it's really good that you and a couple others didn't have that prior experience.
Yes.
Because you're fresh new, you don't know what to expect. You're just incoming like, okay, they're just another team. Let's go after them.
Yes, definitely helped with the mental part of that, because we didn't. And also, I think a lot of us were mentioning the fact that they have to beat us because they've been beating us, and we don't have like nothing to lose. We only have everything to gain, and we did it.
More pressure on them,
yes.
Less pressure on you guys.
Yes, I think we were playing to win, and they were playing not to lose. That was the difference.
They were holding back a little bit, you think?
Yes, they were like, they didn't. I think we really surprised them with our mentality, because we were strong. We were really going at them, and they weren't expecting us to do that. They weren't expecting us to be so confident, because they're a good team. So I think they thought that we were just gonna like get a couple blocks, or they're gonna dig our hits, and we're gonna be like, oh my god, they're too good. And we didn't do that. I think we knew who they are, and we just wanted to beat them.
Well, and you guys were on the road too,
Yes.
which made it even more difficult, even more impressive for you guys to hold up that challenge.
Yes, it was definitely ups and downs game. I think it was the hardest game for me mentally, even though it wasn't like the first high stakes game I've ever been in, but also the injury, you know. But we really came together. I think that made us a lot stronger.
It could be this one right here, but what has been your favorite moment so far of the season? Whether it's game-wise, practice-wise, or outside the court?
I think I got a couple. Definitely that moment too, but also when we were just starting in preseason, and then when we were just like kind of not stressed anymore, like everyone was just cheering in their own way, kind of unblocking, getting out of their shell. That was a really good part too. And I think also when I started like feeling myself playing better, and everyone was there for me, and everyone was cheering so much, it was really great experience to have like the whole team rooting for you so much.
Once you start, like you said, just feeling yourself locking into your game, I feel like that eases up a little bit, and a lot actually, especially on the mental side.
Yes, I think it's, once you get to that point, it's definitely easier later on, because you're just like, I'm also trying not to be like, okay, I have to be like this in every game, you know? Every game is different, and some people are gonna be 100%, some people are gonna be 80%. You don't have to be the 100% every time, but you have to try to be.
What about going forward? What is one or a couple things that you're looking forward to?
I am definitely looking for the conference tournament. We wanna beat
Yeah,
Colyer again,
yeah.
definitely. Yeah, and just hopefully going to nationals. That's definitely our goal. Yeah, and just seeing all of it, you know, playing other teams from different conferences as well on different tournaments.
Perfect. Misha, thank you so much for joining
Thank
us.
you.
We appreciate it, and we wish you the best of luck going
Thank
forward.
you. Thank you.
Part number 2 of episode number 6 of Inside the Stars. Don Trentham, head coach for soccer team, joining us right now. And Coach, I want to go back to your last game this past Saturday. It was quite a good game. You were down 2-0 early in the second half after a scoreless 0-0 first 45 minutes. But then the good part came for Stevens, a 3-2 comeback, and you guys were able to seal the victory.
Yeah, it was good. Good to get a win. You know, good to win at home. Yeah, I thought we started out pretty slow. To be fair, they probably should have scored a goal on us in the first half, but we got to halftime 0-0. I gave a great halftime speech, which they came out of the locker room and scored 2 goals on us in the first 2 minutes of halftime. So whatever I said that day, I'm going to take that out of the the equation for the future. But yeah, we were in trouble. I mean, down 2-0. Didn't seem to have things going very well, and I thought some players stepped up, kind of gained a little momentum. To be fair, I thought when Ava went in the second half, I thought things kind of started to change. Some offense started to kind of go, and you know, we were able to get that first one with about 19 minutes to go. I felt at that point that we're probably going to be able to get out of there with the tie. I felt pretty good about that. You know, scored, I guess, maybe a couple minutes later, 2-2, and then it was game on, and found a way to score the game winner. So yeah, it was a great win, great team effort to come back. Those are hard things to do. Winning's hard, so I was proud of them for scoring basically 3 goals in 9.5 minutes at the end of the game.
Well, I would say no based on the final result, but do you think there was ever the slightest of disbelief when you guys were down 2-0 that we might not have this game under our belt?
It's hard to say. I mean, I never stopped believing. I think there may be, I'm sure it's pretty natural when you're down 2-0 in the second half and things aren't going well to be like, can we do this? But if they had those thoughts, they were able to kind of move on and get it going.
What was, besides the victory in the second half, the part that you liked the most in terms of the game changing? You mentioned it when you brought Ava, things changed. What was that spark that she provided?
Well, it was her. I think she started taking people on. You know, we've been talking about getting into the 18-yard box, and she was taking people on. And I think when players see one person doing it, then I think that tends to be a trickle effect with the rest of the team. And everybody started kind of getting in that attack mode. And when you're down 2-0, what do you have to lose? So I think everybody was in that mode of attack. We started pressing them, creating some opportunities, making them make mistakes. And that's what I was really happy to see.
Now you guys are gearing up for this upcoming Saturday, October 4th against Williams Baptist. You open up conference play 0-0 in terms of record in the AMC. It's a brand new slate for you guys. What are you looking to see from your team in this Saturday?
Well, I think when you get to conference play, it's all about getting points, you know, just finding points every game, you know, sort of open on the road against, you know, a Williams Baptist team that's, you know, one of the hottest teams in the league and has the top goal scorer in the league. So it'll be a challenge to go on the road and go down there, but, you know, we're coming off of a good win. We've had some good practices this week, and I think everybody gets excited once you start conference play.
That should be a tough one for both teams. 12 p.m. start, right under the sun. That'll be a fun one, at least for the players. It'll be a fun one.
Yeah, we played 12 p.m. last week, so
you're used to it at this point.
I think we're used to it, and you know, I think it's just, I think both teams will be excited, and just looking in the AMC, I think in that game you've got 4 of the top 5 goal scorers in that game. They've got 2 and we've got 2, so hopefully we don't see their attack as much as they'll see ours, but it should be a fun game.
Perfect, Coach. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, and good luck on Saturday.
All right, thanks a lot.
Now Eastin Colyer is set to join us here at Inside the Stars. Eastin, so great to have you for the first time. And this is your first year at Stevens. You transferred in from Westminster College. Let's begin with that. How was that transfer for you, and kind of what drew you to come here and become a star?
Yes, I wanted to transfer more because I wanted to be in Columbia, and I just found myself always here, and I wanted a fresh start. And what drew me here was probably the coaching staff. I've had a lot of friends that have played for Don and told me how he is as a coach, and he's everything I was looking for a coach.
Did you know Don before you committed, or did you
No.
know about him?
I knew about him, but I liked the way he coached, and that's why.
Did it take you long to get adapted here at Stevens? First couple weeks, maybe into the team, maybe with the players, new coaching staff, new teammates?
No, I feel like I can adapt to places very quickly, and I'm able to get comfortable, and it was very simple.
Which is a huge benefit, and it's showed in your game so far this season. Speaking of your game, what has been kind of your role in this non-conference slate?
Probably the offensive role. I've been playing a lot of outside wing and creating chances for the center forwards, and also being able to take the ball up and if I have a chance to go to goal.
How do you feel your contribution has been so far?
I think I've done pretty well. I feel like I need to get a couple more goals, but other than that, pretty good.
Besides the goal scoring aspect, is there anything else in your game that you're trying to work on and improve as the season goes along?
Probably also getting more players to score, like fixing my crosses and better touches on the ball.
Well, let's talk a little bit, and we talked to Don about it. This last game against Dakota State, I asked him about the disbelief part. It definitely did not show in the result. What did you see as a player from your team when you guys were down 2-0?
I feel like being down 2-0 in the second half is, for a lot of players, they just want to quit right away. And I feel like with our team, I feel like we're kind of just like, we're sick of losing. Like, we were losing quite a bit. And I feel like we just needed to get a win, and everyone has been, like, it was a very hard week, and I think we wanted to pull a good win. So I think we just kind of stepped up. And
So from being down 2-0 to then taking the lead and winning 3-2, what kind of changed? Not just in your game, but in the teams?
I think bringing in certain players that have a big impact on our team. I think Ava is a phenomenal player, and she creates a lot of great offensive chances for us. And once she got her first goal, I felt like our team totally shifted, and we're like, okay, we're back in this, we can win this. And then Mo scored, and then Kylie scored also, so I feel like they brought like us back to life.
Well, next up for you guys is AMC play. You still haven't played in the AMC. What are you looking forward in this rest of the season in conference play, and specifically in this next game against Women's Baptist?
I really don't ever focus on teams or certain players. I kind of just go out and play my game and hope we beat them.
Is there anything you're excited for as the season goes
Yes,
along?
I'm excited. We have a fresh clean sheet, and I'm excited to win some games.
Perfect. We're excited to get victories, more of them here as well. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.